Hey, what's up guys? This is Forrest here, and I'm just going to go over how to actually put the indicator on the chart and how to get data into your Excel sheet. So what you see here is I have a blank chart with nothing on it. What I recommend you do is initially when you set your date, choose a custom range and pick your first date and whatever that is. I would say start there. So I'm looking at this data, and let's say I want to build a tailored trading book based on this instrument. This is the NQ continuous contract, this 15-minute chart. I'm going to look back at this data, and setting your buy days is the first thing you have to do for your indicator. There's a couple ways you can decide to set it. You can set it arbitrarily. You could do it as the author would recommend, which is to look back three-day rallies, so 9 days or so, and to set your buy day to that lowest point there. But for now, we're just going to pick a number. Let's say we wanted to make January 30th our buy day. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the indicator to the chart. Let's find it. FPTTT book. Okay, now this is the indicator. We added it to the chart. We're going to add it to the chart. And you'll see a couple of things here. First, you see the path for the Excel file. And the Excel file is named FP_TTT book 3. You can see that here. Now you can name yours whatever you want. You just have to change it here, and you're also going to have to change the path. The Excel, the sheet that it writes to, for default it's sheet 1. The send to Excel, this is, if it's true, it's actually going to send it to Excel. When it's false, it's just going to put the buy days on the chart so you can synchronize it to your buy day. So what I'm going to do is leave this the way it is. And also, just so you know, if you want to change this path, after you change it, you can actually set to default for this. So every time you load this indicator on a chart, you don't have to keep rewriting in the correct path for wherever you keep your files at. So just so you know. So I'm going to go ahead, add this to the chart. Okay, now each day what you have on the chart are a 1, a 2, and a 3 with the corresponding date. And this is just so I just put this here so you can sync up your buy date or whatever you want. Now we said we wanted to set ours equal to the 30th of January. We want to make this our buy day. 1 is buy day, 2 is sell day, 3 is sell short day. So what we need to do is shift all of this information forward by 1 day. We can see our chart starts on the 23rd. So we actually need to come back, shift this data forward, and adjust here. So I'm going to come into our data series, and I'm going to change this to the 24th. This will set our buy day to the 30th of January. So let's rerun this, and let's see if we got the buy day on the 30th. And we do. Okay, so the buy day is on 1 on January 30th, and this is what we want. Okay, so now opening the Excel sheet, the way I recommend you do it, the same way every time, is you come find the file on wherever you're working with. I like to work with my files on the desktop. You're going to open it, and this will open up a blank sheet for you. Okay, there's nothing on here. Now what you're going to do is come back to the study, open up the indicator page. I'm going to turn this to true, and then I'm going to hit OK, and let's see if we start writing to the sheet. Okay, there we go. Now we can see we're writing data to the sheet, and it's only a couple of days that we loaded, so this is all the data here. Now if you have data that, this is kind of an end of day tool, so it's really meant to be run at the end of the day so you can compile your stats and your numbers. I would suggest if you have data you want to keep, I'd suggest you go hit your save as button and give it a new name. Let's call it testing. Save it to my desktop. Okay, now I have this file, and I could do all types of things with it if I want. But you always want to keep your original blank copy somewhere, so if you mess something up you can go back to it. I'm going to shut this down. Now I would recommend you do this the same way every time, meaning you open your Excel sheet, then you come here, turn this to true, and run it. Okay, if you mess up, just close the sheet and do it over again. So that's it for this video. I'm going to do another video, and I'm going to talk about how this relates to the original work. You know, this sheet we created here, what all these numbers mean, and just briefly some other ways to aggregate data so you can start looking at some statistics if you want based on this data. So that's it.